Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I hope you don't mind. I'm in the backyard. I love it back here, and so there might be a little breeze once in a while. But I'm watching my turtle doves. They lay eggs on the trellis that holds up the grapevine every year, every spring. And I even saw a finch going for the thistle seed. So it's a lovely day here in Minnesota. And I hope it's a lovely day where you are, no matter the weather. All right, I always ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that really resonates. And we begin. All right, for those of you who chose this interesting white and orange stone, we have the Tower, we have the High Priestess, we have the Queen. Wow, wow. Okay, so the Tower can be something that is shaking things up, that's just different than usual. It can be an idea. You know, we have struck a tower strike to the crown, like it can be an idea. Wow. It can be an inspiration, a revelation, but it may be kind of disruptive, I guess. Yes, it could be disruptive. Or of course you have the maturity, the water rushes by, you're fine. You know what I mean? You're really good at managing emotions and managing your emotional reactions and having insight. And really, in some ways, the Queen of Cups needs change. She needs things like that because she has the maturity level. She's just gotten good at managing change and any kind of turbulence. And she understands, she grows from that. She understands sometimes turbulence is needed or some sort of change is needed to get her where she wants to go. I mean, to have her prayers answered. Sometimes we ask for things are the desire of our heart, but we just don't know how we'd ever get there. And the Queen of Cups has come to appreciate that Tower moments can be the thing that moves her in a direction that will really be paying off for her. The High Priestess, oh my gosh, well I'm talking about maturity of your intuition. The High Priestess says yes. That's another card saying yes, you are hearing. You can hear from the other side. You've learned quite a lot about the difference between intuition and other emotions. Not that anybody ever has that entirely figured out, especially in very emotionally charged situations, but I don't want to say nobody. I think some people have had it figured out, but they've been the rare exception. But you have come a long way, this reading is saying. You've come a long way in developing that intuition, and it will guide you. It will guide you. So I see change. I see something dynamic happening here. I see you strengthened. I see your intuition strengthened right now and continuing to be. You know, I feel like whenever I see the kings and the queens, I always think about as they look back to when she was the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups, you know, as she looks back, she can perhaps appreciate how far she has indeed come and how different she views life, how differently she views life, how differently she views what could be a crisis, but she can transform it into something entirely great, you know? So it's a good, you're in a good place. You're in a very good place. And the Tower, for some of you, the Tower is saying there is something sudden and unexpected that's shaking you up. But I think the other cards are saying, please know that you're going to move through this in the best shape possible and make it work for you. So those are great cards, terrific cards. For those of you who chose the blue and white stone, we have The Four of Coins, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ten of Coins. All right, these are all minor arcana, but they are just fine. The Ace of Wands is an opportunity given, some fire, some enthusiasm, some want to. Yeah. So the Ace of Wands, I think it's important to act on that today because see now the Ten of Coins and the Four of Coins is all about stability, and stability of the physical aspects of your life. Whether that's money, health, taking care of the things that you own, stable relationships. So the Ten of Coins is suggesting you've got that down, even if sometimes you don't feel like that. Even if the Four of Coins makes you sometimes feel like, oh, I don't know, feels a little scary, or maybe you hear some news that sounds a little scary, or maybe you hear, maybe there's that internal voice that says, oh, what if this happened, or what if that happened? You know what? Source is definitely saying, no, you're hanging on to your security, you're fine. Let's get more fire. Sometimes security loving folks, I'm an earth sign, and so I get this. Security loving folks, sometimes their default setting is to bolster their security in the world. But that could get in the way of enjoying life, of new things, new developments, new goals, new purposes. So it's sometimes okay to say, you know, everything's pretty stable. We'll let that take care of itself. And today I'm following the fire. So this is a good reading. This is a very good reading. Very interesting. Okay. For those of you who chose the green stone, the green and white stone, we have the Fool card, so you have a major arcana, and the Strength card. Aw, that's wonderful. And the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Fool, brand new beginning is beckoning. Something is saying to you, new beginning. Let's do something new. Or maybe it's simply you're not doing something new, but there is new life and new energy, a new direction in something that you have been doing. In any case, I think the Fool would suggest go for it. The Strength card is a reassurance of divine strength and protection, which is good because see now the Fool also steps out into the unknown. Now there's the World Explorer here with the Two of Wands. There may be something new you want to explore, or this could have to do with two main priorities, two goals that you have been exploring and you continue to explore. But I feel like there is definitely some new life infused here, some new energy, new insights. And the Strength card says you're protected, you are protected. You are an eternal being as well. Sometimes I think if we, some folks have had near-death experiences, but sometimes I feel like if we really understood how eternal we are as beings and how we actually cannot be harmed, I think we would take more risks. And of course they'd be intuitive risks, right? We would want to work with spirit, not this isn't just a risk for the sake of taking a risk, but it feels intuitively right, it feels spiritually right. But I think we would do more of that. So there may be something you're exploring or some new beginnings, some new life coming in some area. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful reading. Okay, if anybody would like further clarification, we have the Golden Nugget card, and that is the Seven of Wands. So if you're wondering, okay, now what do I do? Well, the Seven of Wands very clearly says stand your ground, hang tight to what's most important to you. You may be challenged. These can be other goals of yours, in fact, that are coming at you in your mind. But they can be challenges from other people as well. I need this, I want this. It's sort of like the Five of Wands. Everybody has their own direction, their own idea, their own thing they're supposed to be doing. But That does not mean that you can't stand your ground. The Seven of Wands is also a reassurance that you will be able to stand your ground. So, that's excellent advice. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.